Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition. Got an interesting question. My guy Zachary said, Scab, would you ever do a video where you would recommend a few knives for us tradesmen? First and foremost, absolutely. Secondly, I am a working man. I mention that shit every video. I hadn't even got a shower yet. A lot of times when you see me come home, guys, it's straight from work. That's why the shirt's dirty, I'm dirty. The plight of the working man is right here every day because I are one. Point blank, period. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you guys to do two things. I'm going to ask that this is an interactive video, meaning if you have some suggestions, put them in the comments. This is not an argumentative video. This is not in my way or the highway. I want to open a discussion and a dialogue and get some real thoughts out there. Now, let me say this. As far as budget goes, budget is relative. Your budget's not my budget's not yours. That people have a wide variety. That's what I'm saying. This isn't an argumentative thing. I want to try to cover as many different price points as we can. We're going to try to cut it off around $2 or $250, okay? Because that is a little higher end, and that's really probably not budget. That's as high as we're going to go. We're not going to talk about a lot of stuff there, but I want everybody to understand we're going to talk about as many different price points as we can. One knife that I do recommend a lot that is bulletproof and will do most anything you need is the BK2. Now, let me say this. This video is going out to tradesmen who are on construction sites, survey guys, woods guys, all of that. When I did underground utility locate, I could carry a fixed blade. Not everybody can carry a fixed blade, but listen, just because you can't carry it, don't mean you can't put one in your work bag, your toolbox. So what are some good blades? I'm going to run through and show you some. The second thing I'm going to ask you to do is this. Let's scrap for this video. Let's scrap the word tactical. Let's take tactical out of it. Let's don't limit ourselves on knives because, oh, that was meant to be tactical. I don't give a damn what it was meant to do. We're talking about knives for work. I'm going to show you some. I'm going to run through my causes, and we're going to motor on. Guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. We back the blue over here. It's not popular, but listen to me and listen to me well. I'm not asking you to. My son's going to be a cop. That's the end of it. So I back the blue. How do you do it, Scab? I don't break the damn law. Used to a lot. I don't anymore. Finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So let's just jump right into it. It doesn't have to be a long video. There's going to be a lot of cold steel in this video, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to start off with this, the SR1, okay? S35VN G10. That's what I prefer. The thing that I like a lot about cold steel, there's an SR1 Lite that's half the cost, same build quality, triad lock, the whole nine. So remember what we talked about budget. If you're looking for a good budget blade, look for the SR1 Lite. It is listen, anytime you got a triad lock, it's not as strong as a fixed blade. That's foolish to say. I've said that before jokingly, and of course, doing good. Not in the mood. But it's as tough, it's the strongest lock in the folding world. So if you have an SR1 Lite and you're on a budget, great knife. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put some links to some Amazon stuff, some Amazon knives. I'm not asking you to buy them, just for some of you guys that just want to go and look, check price points and things like that. Do not buy anything, heads up disclaimer, do not buy anything from Cold Steel directly. They raise their MSRPs so that you will be paying higher. They want to push you to their distributors. That's why they do that, okay? And again, not asking you to use the links, but I am going to put them in so that you can check the knives out. I'm going to put a link to the SR1. That's the great work knife. Here is a knife that I love that I use at work a lot. It is the Bush Ranger Lite, a cold steel tank of a knife. Now this is not the triad lock, but it's a lock back and it's got a safety to it. But here's the thing. I don't even know the damn steel. It's 8CR 13 or 14 MOV. I know that it's easy to sharpen. I know that it's a tank of a knife. And to be truthful with you, it feels good in hand. Now remember, we're trying to stay with budget. So Bush Ranger Lite, SR1 Lite. Probably one of the best folders that you can get. Oh, I locked it. I'm a dumbass. Probably one of the best folders that you can get for the money. as a work knife, I'm going to beat the shit out of this knife, is the 4 Max Scout. Okay? Pick you up a 4 Max Scout. I think it is in my bag at work, which goes to the point. But the 4 Max Scout is another one. It's close. I don't even know what it is. It's 70, 80 bucks maybe. And if I'm wrong there, let me know. I feel like it might be cheaper, but that is a great knife to carry. So, long story short, the cold steel lights, the Scouts. If you're looking to save money, go that route. I just did a video on the Gerber strong arm. Now, here's the deal, guys. Personally, I love the knife. There is a Gerber Prodigy that I believe is half the cost. I will try to get a video out on it by the weekend. Everybody's telling me, Scab, it's just as good, it's just as strong. Let's check it out. So, the Gerber strong arm. Now, I'm not going to put a link to the Gerber strong arm on Amazon. There's a ton of fakes going on there. I'm not going to support that. If you want to buy a strong arm, it's around 90 bucks. You can get one from Gerber, DLT Trading, anybody, okay? But again, they make a Prodigy. And again, we're talking about for the working man. So, hey, Scab, my budget's limited, man. I keep saying that. Cool, gotcha. Go with the Prodigy. It's a lot this weight, and I'll do a review. Now, let's keep moving. I know I'm talking fast. I need you to listen fast. One of the reasons I'm asking you to take some of the tactical out of it is this knife right here. Okay, and please bear in mind, guys, for every knife that I say, hey, man, it's pretty good. Oh, that sucks. So-and-so broke one. I know. I know they did, and I know. I'm still going to recommend the SRK. Now, and again, for every knife I say, if I say it's good, somebody just for spite will say it sucks. For everybody that says it sucks, there's 10 people that say it's good. For everybody that says it's good, there's 10 people that say it's bad. These are recommendations. You can get one of these for about $30 in SK5, which I really like. As far as a work knife, again, I understand some people can't walk around with it, but you can take this nylon strap right off of there. You can stick it in a back pocket. I mean, we're talking about work, guys. Yeah, how many of you work on construction crews, survey crews, road crews? No, you might not can wear it on your hip, but you can take it, stick it, something's right in your back pocket. Ain't nobody gonna know it's there. It's right there if you need it for work. And it'll do whatever you want to do. So there's another great option, the SRK. I love it. And again, who's good as tactical? Listen, at 270 pounds, I could give two shits about tactical. I don't give a damn about tactical. I care about cutting stuff, and if I got to beat the shit out of something with it at work, that. Now, we're going to kind of move into a realm where sharp knives you need to just cut stuff with. We don't want to do a lot of prying with them. We don't want to do a lot of banging with them, because there's a bunch of jobs out there you just need to make quick, fast cuts. For that, the BPS, now this is the HK5. It's in, I believe, 1066 steel, hardwood handle or wood handle, razor damn sharp, great knife, finger grooves, and again, yeah, finger grooves, good looking knife. You can tuck it in your belt. They're about they're $30 to $40, okay? So a great budget option there. Here's a line that I'm just going to run through real quick. As far as just cutters. I love these damn things. This is the cold steel. I believe this is the Tanto Lite. And this one's, I think, in 4116. But for this video, we're not worried about steels. We're worried about cutting, okay? A little more, I get it, a little more, but again, with this thing here, if you need just cutting, you can tuck it in your belt. A lot of times, guys, I take it just like this. I stick it right down in my belt. I'll pull my shirt over. I'm not trying to conceal it. I'm at work. I just need something to cut quick, put it up. So there's that. One of my all-time favorite cold steels, believe it or not, and this one's an inexpensive one, is the Peacemaker 2, razor sharp. This makes me think the Milwaukee stuff, the blades you get at Lowe's or Home Depot that are the duct blades. Those things are sharp as shit, and they're inexpensive, and they'll hold up. We're talking about inexpensive work blades. So that Milwaukee line, that we want something sharp, right? And a lot of guys say, man, I'll just go to the gas station. Dude, buy what you enjoy carrying. If that's what you want, carry it. Don't let anybody tell you that's wrong. And a lot of guys reason to scab, I'm gonna break it. I get it. I'm not here to argue with you. That's why I'm trying to show you some of this stuff that's 20 bucks, 25 bucks. Here's the kobun, little smaller version of that Tanto lite. This one you can really just kind of put in your back pocket. Nobody will know it's there. Very, very slicey. Now, let's move ahead. Here's a couple. The Buck 119. It's a classic. Again, how you carry it's important. This thing's been beat to hell. Look at that tip. Been beat to hell, all of that. But I carried this for a long time at work. It cut everything I needed it to do. That Paul Boss heat treat. You can't go wrong with a Buck heat treat. You can't. A lot of people can talk shit about it all you want. You're not going to talk shit about their heat treat. A good little work knife. There's a lot of you guys that work on boats, or you work in the outdoors, or you work in stuff like that. And a lot of guys like carrying a little more expensive knife. I get it. This is a beater video. We're going to call it work knives or beater knives or whatever. But I'm trying to give you, now, this thing is I think, what, 70 to 100? So it's not super, super budget, but it'll get the job done. So we got those. I'm gonna throw one out here, or a couple out here of the pocket fixed blades, and then we're gonna start bringing it to a close. A couple more. Two pocket fixed blades. Y'all know I carry my Nomad EDC. Y'all also know with Work Tough Gear, it's hard to get the things. They've got 6 people working there. That's it. And this is around $120, $125. Is it worth it? Yes, I carry it every damn day. There's no arguing that. It's worth it to me. It doesn't have to be worth it to you. It's worth it to me. After working on the books for 37 years, I'm good. Budget options. This little bad boy right here, which I got to do a video on, this little Boker, look how thick that thing is. That's the damn tank. For some of you guys, it's like, Scab, I need something thick. There you go. There you go. Get that son of a bitch razor sharp. It's small. People will never, ever know you have it. It's a great. The thing about a fixed blade, guys, something like that, that's not going to break. If you use it for work and you're not prying, if you're just cutting, and hell, with that, even if you pry it a little bit, it ain't going to break. I've got to do a review on this one, get back to Kirk. I think he forgot he had it. Another great pocket fixed blade option for some of you guys that with the cutting. This is a kubey, and I'm going to put links to as many of these as I can. This knife I am over the moon with, and I'm overly impressed with, okay? Now, the other thing is this, guys. When I'm saying putting links, again, just check the knife out. That's what they're for. You can buy it from anywhere you want. Find a cheaper price. Please do so. Be a good steward of your money. But this will give you a good look. So we got some pocket fixed blade options in there. I'm going to throw out a couple more. We're going to wrap it. Let's see. Here's a good one. This is the O-Knife Fortitude. Okay? Again, budget option. This one I think is 50 or 60 bucks, something like that. But this thing is a great little work knife. And for a lot of you guys who are tradesmen, I'm more amazed with how many of you guys like make your own sheaths, do your own mods. Dude, that shit is dope to me. So for something like this, make you a little mod. Okay? Good one to carry. Now, here's one we just talked about, if I can find it. Yep, right here. We're talking about slicey. We're talking about budget. We're talking about that kind of stuff. You can find these at flea markets. If you work in kitchens, if you work food trucks, if you work in the service industry, these old hickory knives that you could probably go to a flea market. Right now, as it goes, it's going to get more expensive. You can pick these up. Great budget. I know they're going up in price, but guys, listen, everything's going up in price. Somebody said, Scab, you think that strong arm is worth 90 bucks? Here's the deal. That's not the only knife going up. It sucks for any of it to go up, but that's the reality we're in. So is it worth it? Well, it's as worth it as much as a carton of eggs going $8 is. We have to be good stewards of our money, and I understand that. That's why I'm trying to show y'all some less expensive stuff. This one, you'd have to make your little sheath, but this one will do, and this one's not, I mean, somebody gonna look at you a little nutty, you got a butcher knife. But if you just want something low key, and even a carpenter, even something like that, just something for quick cuts. All right. So we've covered a lot of stuff. These are just options, guys. I was going to show you 2 more quick little cold steels that are pretty good in the price range. I've got to do videos on both of these, but this is a Razor Tech. It's 4116, and again, we're talking budget option, so we're not real worried about it. That one's a smaller, a little more compact knife. You can take the nylon off. I'm just a big proponent of sticking it in my pocket. Hell, stick it in your back pocket. It's low key. People don't know. This knife I really, really like. This is the Verdict. I like everything about it. It's a lock back. It's got kind of a deep carry pocket clip. Great little work knife. Sharpens up really easy. Gets razor damn sharp. A good option. Now, I know I mentioned a lot of cold steel. You know, everybody's like, well, the new company. Okay. I haven't bought a lot of theirs, but I do know this too. There's still a lot of old stuff out there that you can get your hands on. I'm interested, and I'm asking for legit feedback, not on the 4Max, not on, you know, my Espada, not on that. I'm asking for feedback from the newer, the SR1 lights, the Bush Ranger light, which I love mine. I think I bought that not too long ago, so that's under a new regime that's held up. Give me some feedback on that. The other thing is this, guys. It all goes back to what you want to do. You know, here's another knife. It's a Mora. It's not there to beat to death. It's a slicer, but you can get these damn things for $10. Okay? If you're just needing a knife to cut with, whether it's rope, whether it's whatever, Scandi grind, you're not going to baton this. We're not talking about woodsy, bushcrafty stuff. We're talking about work. And ask yourself these things, and we'll wrap it up with this. Ask yourself a couple of questions. One, what am I actually cutting it with it? What am I cutting with it? What am I using it for? How many times a day am I using it? Those things play in. What can I spend? What's my budget? Right? And then go from there. If you see a knife you like, one thing that I am liking, especially like cold steel or even the Gerber, the Prodigy, and I'll get one in and we'll check it out. Try to find that budget option. We're all working men. We're all in this together. The main thing is this. The main thing is that, and I carry a lot of stuff I wouldn't say budget. Mine's a little over budget. But at 51, 52 years old and working all my life, that's just kind of my preference. Okay? That's why I'm asking you. I'm leaving it here. Put in the comments. Give me a fixed blade budget option and give me a folder budget option that would be good for the working man. Okay? I don't want anybody jumping on people's shit. That's not what this is about. I want this to be interactive. Give me a fixed blade. Give me a budget option. I love y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. Zachary, I hope this helped somebody. I'll be glad to give you more as we go. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son.